Hi, I'm attorney Doug Mann, the managing partner at Dyer, Groffman, Mann & Schultz. Today I'm sitting with my partner Seth Shaner, and the question we get over and over, I'm injured in an accident, what do I do? What's the first thing I should do, and do I need an attorney? So Seth, how would you start with a client calling in saying, I was injured in an accident, what should I do?
If it's a car accident, the first thing you do is you call the police. All right, the other side might beg you not to do so. You need to call the police, you need to document it, you need to get the police report. Next thing, get out your phone. If you've got the ability to take pictures on it, take pictures of all the vehicle damage to your vehicle, the damage to their vehicle. Document as much evidence as you can. Position of the vehicles, everything. You cannot take too many pictures. Next thing, call us.
Okay, wonder if you're bitten by the neighbor's dog. What do you do then?
Well, at that, you call the police as well.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I know it's your neighbor, but you have to document that incident. The police will either come or they'll bring out what's called animal resource control. They'll send an officer. And again, you want to document that this actually happened because that's very, very important. The next thing is you want to take pictures of the wound, take pictures of the bite, take pictures of the healing process, and then obviously you want to go get the medical treatment that you need to get that taken care of.
How about if you're walking out of a store and there's a hole and you've accidentally fallen in the hole? What do you do then?
Well, a slip and fall type claim, if you're at a business, you definitely want to make sure that you go to the store manager, an employee, and fill out what's called an incident report. Again, documentation is key in all of these incidents. I can't tell you how many times we've seen people fall and then they get hurt and then they go to the hospital, but they didn't document it, and then they come to us and then the company or the store is like, oh, that never happened. So documenting everything that you can. Don't just leave. Make sure that you document it before you go anywhere.
Well, that's really good advice. And then what do you know about if somebody's injured in an accident? I've heard this over and over. They're getting hundreds, if not thousands, of mailings and calls and from out-of-town attorneys. What do you tell clients when they call and go, I'm overwhelmed by all this stuff?
Call who you trust. Like you said, Doug, we've been doing this for 30 years. And recently we have seen an uptick of a lot of out-of-town, out-of-state advertising targeting clients in the Dayton, Ohio, Miami Valley region. Whether it be direct mailing, lawyers aren't supposed to call you on the phone. We're not allowed to do that, but lawyers are still doing that. Sometimes lawyers will get in a relationship with a chiropractor, and the chiropractor will call you to kind of get around the lawyer calling you, and then you go to the chiropractor's office and there's a lawyer sitting there, or the chiropractor says, I won't treat you until you sign this attorney-client agreement, hiring some firm you've never heard of that might be out of Chicago or New York. So ignore those phone calls. You're going to get bombarded with them. It's been so bad, I even have clients saying that they get calls and they pretend that they're from the emergency room where they got treatment from, because these companies will get these police reports and they'll see on there where the ambulance took you. And they'll say, well, I'm calling from so-and-so emergency room just as a follow-up, and I want to bring you in for some free care. And then you go to some shady clinic you've never heard of, and there's a lawyer sitting there or on a video trying to get you to sign something. So, go with who you trust. Go with your local hometown attorneys. That's us.
I totally agree with you, and that's very good advice. Seth, thank you very much for being here today. If you have questions about your case, if you're injured, call 937-222-2222.